Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome to your May monthly reading. And after almost a year sabbatical away from monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, they're back. And what a perfect time to bring them back from the dead, as we just had Easter and we're right in the middle of Mercury retrograde when I'm recording these, which is a great energy to reignite things that have been put on the shelf. I had moved away from doing them to better balance my life because I was doing so much at the time, but I'm ready to go out of balance again. Just joshing. I've really balanced doing my live readings, and I'm excited for all the new things that Spirit is wanting to do this year. There's a lot going on in the world, energetically and politically, and wars and all this stuff that's happening. So I was really nudged to begin these again and also include what I'm going to call Astrological Zen-ergy for the month. I'll give a high-level overview of the astrological energies that Spirit wants to share, and then I will have videos here and there throughout the months talking about those energies and how to make the most Zen with them. And then this tarot oracle card reading is going to be for wherever you have the zodiac sign appearing in your chart. And here's a quick reference of what planet rules over what area of your life to see where this reading will most impact you. I'm going to try to have these monthlies out 2 weeks before the beginning of the month, so around the 15th of the month before. Try to have them out so you can make the most of the astrological energies. So, alrighty then, let's take a look at the Astrological Zen-ergy for the month of May. We enter the month of May continuing with the influence of the Saturn and Neptune pre-shadows for their retrogrades, which already started a while ago. I've created other videos for those, which I'll link in the description box of the video down below if you want to check them out. I also have a playlist for the Astrological Zen-ergy videos if you'd like to catch up on what energies have been happening, or even to learn about different aspects of astrology. All right, so the new energy that we're experiencing in the month of May will have been in the pre-shadow of Pluto's retrograde since January 10th of this year. So we've already been experiencing the energies of transformation and super focus on addressing our own self-destructive behaviors, patterns, habits, and belief systems. But they will intensify during the actual retrograde itself, which happens on May 2nd. And no worries, we'll be a little used to those energies after having had experience, just a little taste of them for almost 4 months. And buckle up because the retrograde lasts from May 2nd all the way up until October 12th. And then we'll enter the post-shadow, which will hang out in and around in until January 31st of 2025. And September through most of November, we do move back into Capricorn, where Pluto moved into Aquarius. It's a huge thing we talked about already. But we move back into Capricorn temporarily for about 3 months, and then we move back into Aquarius. So some big changes with that energy. And then on May 7th, the new moon in Taurus comes in with connections to the earth. And it's a special focus on wanting to do things that are real, bringing the dreamy things into reality and giving it substance. And don't forget to make your 10 new moon wishes. I do put out a pick-a-card video the Wednesday before the new moon that guides us on how to make the most of those wishes. And then Mercury moves out of its post-shadow on May 13th, bringing welcomed clarity to our inner reflection that's sparked by this Pluto retrograde. Mercury also moves out of the fiery Aries into grounded Taurus a couple days later, which adds some stability back into our communication and motion and all that Mercury energy. And then Uranus begins its long trek into its retrograde by entering its pre-shadow on May 16th, and it won't go full retro until September 1st, staying there until January 30th of 2025, finishing up its post-shadow on May 17th of 2025. You know, we spend around 40% of our lives going in and out of retrogrades for the outer planets, especially like Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, and around 33% for Saturn and Jupiter. You know, and with that pre- and post-shadow periods, that probably pushes them up to more like 50% or more. I mention this just to bring perspective around retrogrades, that they're normal and they happen quite often in our human lives. You know, Uranus retrogrades can afford us some powerful opportunities to reset our lives, our thoughts and beliefs, and even allow unexpected things to flow rather than have resistance against those. The old ways just don't work anymore, so you're interested in discovering and formatting the new ways. And this Uranus energy, which rolls over Aquarius, joins Pluto in Aquarius, expanding the inner inquiry and rebel energy. Uranus is in Taurus the rest of the year, so it also helps us ground ourselves with these new ways. And then we move into Gemini season on May 20th, and here's a screenshot that talks about the general energies and themes of Gemini that can take center stage during this time. You know, I put out a special pick a card the Wednesday before the season starts, also offering a bonus birthday reading to all the Gemini sun babies. And then the last big energy that I just want to mention is the full moon in Sagittarius happening on May 23rd. It can be a powerful time to face and transform fears. And with all the inner reflection energy that we're experiencing, you may have advanced access to belief systems tied to fear that are running around below in that subconscious area that have not come up to the surface before or for a long time. All right, how fun, right? And of course, the Wednesday before the full moons, I also post a pick a card video that talks about how to make the most of the release energy of that specific moon. And playlist links for all those pick a cards are also listed in the description box of the video down below. Okay, so those are the energies that I felt nudged to share that we all face as a collective. But of course, depending upon your individual birth chart, the impact can vary by individual. You know, we all are amazing soup that have flavors that are activated differently when they react to the astrological energy that trickles upon the earth. So, you know, our lives are truly such unique adventures. Okay, now let's hear from Spirit through your tarot and oracle card reading. All right, Taurus, this is your reading for the month of May. And how I do this is I take a tarot deck. This month I'm using the Animal Guides Tarot by Radley Valentine. And I split up the major arcana from the four suits of the minor. The major arcana here will represent the overall energy for the month that they want you to know about. And then we'll get into the four different areas of our life to, you know, of course, represented by the four elements, and we'll get more into that as we go through each of those stacks. But let's get into it. We'll start off here first, pulling a major arcana card, and just find out what is it that Spirit wants you to know overall for the month of May. Of course, we've got a Taurus new moon coming in, so happy birthday to all you Taurus sun babies. We do have a seasonal pick a card that I do, so be sure to check that out too on my main page under the pick a card area, and you can get a 3-month forecast for you sun babies. All right, so that is good. Let's get into it here. So for Taurus, what's the overall energy for May for all Taurus? Or for the Taurus that are watching the videos here. All right, so you have card number 12, Awakening. So you've got Giraffe here, looking at things in a different way, and all will make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily. things will soon start moving again. So card number 12 in the major arcana of a regular deck is the Hanged Man. So it is a card of transformation. You know, it's like usually it's someone hanging upside down from a tree, and there's even a butterfly right there. You know, but it is like a cocoon for me. And it is, all this transformational energy like we talked about in the beginning with the planetary Zen-ergy. And so you do have this month where things are falling away. You are moving, and it might feel a little uncomfortable at times as things are falling away, like a caterpillar does experience when its skin is falling apart and it's turning into caterpillar soup for a little bit as it forms into a butterfly. So I love that energy coming in for that. We'll of course find out more as we dive more into the minor arcana, but we're going to pull here from the Terrestrial Fauna Oracle deck. It's a beautiful oracle deck, and Christopher Lee, the author and creator of these, actually offers all of my subscribers or followers 10% off. There's a code and link in the description box down below if you're interested. It's a beautiful deck. All right, so let's take a look here for Taurus. What else overall for this month is the overall energies? Anything you want us to know about this transformation? Okay. All right, I feel like it's this one right here. So let's take a look here. You got the Chimpanzee. Beautiful cards. I love those. Ever since the Planet of the Apes movie came out, the ones a long time ago, Cornelius, I always like the chimpanzees. All right, so let's take a look here and see. Here's the book here. So chimpanzee, let's see what they bring in here. So the chimpanzee invites you to explore your intellect and embrace your natural curiosity. Just like the chimpanzee, tap into your cognitive abilities, ask questions, and actively seek knowledge. Trust in your ability to adapt and acquire wisdom as you hold a vast well of insights waiting to be discovered. In the companionship of a chimpanzee, you see the importance of community and building meaningful relationships. Foster strong connections and cherish the bonds that tie you to others. Nurture these relationships. Be present for your loved ones and cultivate a sense of belonging. Chimpanzees embody playfulness, reminding you to infuse joy into your life. Embrace your inner child, let go of inhibitions, and find happiness in simple pleasures. Allow laughter, exploration, and moments of pure delight to add color to your journey. Remember that life is a journey meant to be enjoyed. Remember that the chimpanzee represents connection, intellect, curiosity, playfulness, and determination. Embrace your intellectual potential, nurture meaningful relationships, bring joy into your life, tap into your creativity, and stand strong in the face of challenges. Allow the wisdom of the chimpanzee to guide you as you explore your path of growth and self-discovery. Yeah, so don't be too serious about this transformation. Allow it to be more like a child who's in awe of life and, what unfolds, right? Instead of making it feel like work, make it feel like an adventure, a journey instead. So I love this energy here for you, this transformative energy. And we'll dig in more here as we go into the minor arcana. So the minor arcana represent the four elements, the four suits of the minor arcana, also four different areas of our life. We'll start with the fire element, which is the suit of wands. And this represents the area of our life of passion, of our spiritual energy, of our drive, and what ignites us, in our life. So this will be what Spirit wants you to know about your energetic journey during the month of May. So for Taurus, what would you like them to know about their energetic journey, spiritual energy for May? All right. Okay, this one I feel like wants to be seen. So you got the 3 of fire, the 3 of wands. And you got the sea turtle, which says stop to take time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing upon your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all your accomplishments, but you may also need patience for the next phase to play out. Yeah, it is a patience card, the Hanged Man a bit too. But I love the 3 of wands energy because it is about changing directions, but it's you changing directions with new information. So as you learn more about yourself and about what you're wanting this next phase to be and look like, you actually choose to off-board. It's like you take an off-ramp off of a highway to go in a different direction here. So you are being ignited to, and there's nothing wrong with it because we take a lot of detours, a lot of, okay, well, this got me to where I'm going. If you are planning a trip across the country, they have a bunch of roads that intertwine, and we usually don't have a road that takes us exactly to one place. We take a road to get here, and then a road to go here, and then a road to go here. So we have off-ramps and detours and different directions, and you're about here you're definitely becoming aware of it during the month of May, during this cocooning and this time to yourself and reflection. So we'll find out more here. We're going to look into the Divine Energy Oracle. These are by Sonia Chaquette, and we'll see what else they want you to know around this spiritual energy for the month of May. So for our Taurus, what else would you like them to know here? All right, it's this one right here. And you've got live your soul, not a role. How perfect. So this is what is happening here. You're transforming, it's like you were living a role as a caterpillar, but then the butterfly has always been inside of you, and you're in the cocoon, and this is the change and the change of direction that you're making because, when you, as a caterpillar, you can only walk upon the earth and, you can't go over any, rivers or streams, and you can't go very far, and all you're wanting to, consume is leaves, right? Whereas when you become a butterfly, you realize, wow, I can fly and I can flutter over a river and not even realize it. And I can migrate 1,000 miles, and then I'm pursuing nectar and acting somewhat like a bee where, when they go from flower to flower, they also help cross-pollinate, and keep things going too. So I love this, that you're living your soul, not just a role. And this says, be wary of pigeonholing yourself into certain roles, false identities, and fixed behaviors such as mother, father, boss, or worse, failure. These roles can leave you limited and unable to connect with and express your true nature, right? Present struggles with others can be attributed to falling under the spell of some type of role-playing that does not allow your true spirit to shine and prevents genuine connection with others to occur. Your divine energy is calling you to connect with others in an authentic and available soul-to-soul way, recognizing the things you share in common and avoid false role-to-role interactions that create distance and misunderstanding. Your divine invitation, allow your divine energy to flow freely. Drop your defenses and pretenses and relax your fears. You are a beautiful and bright soul. Let others enjoy the real you. They will love you. I love that. So you definitely, more people, prefer the butterfly over the caterpillar sometimes, right? But I love the analogy and the movement here. So I love that. And then we move into the element of earth, which is normally the suit of pentacles in the standard tarot. And the other three suits are all about the inner world. You got your inner energy, you got the mind, the emotion. This is the only one that's about the outside world. So all those people and I don't know, whatever you have on a stage, the props, right? It began with a P. The props that we have on stage. And so this is all about the physical world and the physical adventure that you have in the month of May. So what do you want all our Taurians to know? And this is, of course, you're an earth element, so this is your energy, being an earth sign. All right, I want this one right here. Yeah, and there you are. King of Pentacles, King of Earth, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and grounded. And it's the Irish cob horse coming in here. So everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. Yeah. So they're the masters of the outside world, and you definitely don't have to worry about, well, I want to change directions. Is it going to be fruitful? Yeah, it's going to be fruitful. You know, especially when you're living your dream and you're not trying to be something you're not. There's all this energy that comes in that allows you to, you know, be excited. It allows your energy to draw in things that match that higher vibration because you're so excited about, you know, living that. So I love this energy coming in, and, you know, here's the King of Pentacles, which represents the, you know, highest you can go in your own element. So beautiful. We're also going to pull from the Medicine Woman Oracle and see what else they want you to know about your physical adventure. Just give it a couple shuffles there. All right, so what else for those Taurians? What else about their physical adventure? All right, I do feel like it's this one right here. All right. And you got, whoops, sorry. Just get it there. There you go. Rebirth. Card number 26, and an opportunity for deep transformation is before you. Yeah, I think we're getting kind of a clear message here coming in. Let me just scooch that up a little bit, and let's see what it says in the book here too. Beautiful, beautiful energies. And so the message that comes with this says, life is punctuated with passages. Birth is one of them, and along with death, it's probably the most important of all. Birth and death are two inverted movements, like the Hanged Man. After sacred waiting comes the birthing process. Paroxysmal, there we go, experience during which women discover an ancestral force, an unsuspected energy. Life can also bring an opportunity for rebirth, an initiation that will ask us, as a mother would, to open ourselves to the great mystery, trusting in the resources of our body and inner wisdom. It is the miracle of life. The guidance this card brings in says, a birth is in the works. This card indicates that it is time to give birth to yourself, saying yes to life. You're on the threshold of a great transformation. You're probably carrying a foundational project for your evolution. What is this gift, talent, or great love just waiting to hatch? At which stage are you in your sacred waiting to give birth to yourself? Do not try to hasten anything. Everything is aligned. If you're expecting a child, you are both blessed and protected. Trust in yourself and surround yourself with other women, midwives, or doulas to accompany on this passage. Your medicine action says ideally you could embrace this powerful transformation while letting go, allowing the transformation to flow through you. The practice of letting go. Invoke the medicine of the tortoise. That's so funny, got a turtle right there. Invoke the medicine of the tortoise and its powerful grounding, for its unconditional support is bringing you where you're meant to be. Connect to your 7th chakra, the coronal chakra, celestial roots, your destiny. Perform a sensory meditation with frankincense with the intention of letting go. Embrace your fears, your limiting thoughts in the face of change, and release them. Trust in the mysterious pattern of life unfolding before you. Open yourself up to another dimension, to let a better version of yourself come to life. The challenge you're invited to take up is to accept the loss of bearings that come with great change. If you are pregnant, you can offer your child a ritual love practice. Take some time to talk to your baby, croon to it, surround it with love and joy, and ask your body for support. You can do that to your inner child too. What does your body need to provide your baby with the best nest it can possibly offer? Beautiful. I love it. All about the transformation, the birthing, all that, all coming in here. And then we move into the suit of swords, which is the air element. And this represents our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our expectations. So this will be for what Spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of May. Think it's going to be transformative? Probably. Let's take a look here. Right, so this is the one here. Yeah, Eight of Air. I love it. Eight of Swords is, it says bunting. These are the buntings. It says it's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. And the Eight of Swords usually has someone with, like, they're blinded and they're bound and they're trapped by the eight swords, like this cage. And this is this awareness, Eight of Swords, Eight of Air is great because eights are flowing. It's like four on each side. There's this beautiful mental flow in the middle, which is that you are becoming aware of your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets that restricted you. When it talked about letting go, I was actually thinking about this type of card for this because it is your thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets that create the bars on the cage. And as you question those thoughts and beliefs that are rooted in fear, rooted in conditional love, and they're very limiting and binding and that bound, right, and trap. And this is the freedom. This is what it was talking about, letting go of all those thoughts and beliefs that don't serve any longer. So I love that. And then we have angel numbers we're going to pull here. Numbers dealing with the mind. So we'll see what numbers are coming up here for you. And these can be reminders as you start to see them in the outside world as well. So let's take a look here and see what else you want our Taurians to know, right? There's your three cards. So we'll start off with this first one here. And you've got card 1551. Oh, look at that little mirroring. Hold your vision, manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. So focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Yes. So that's perfect here for this adventure and this journey that's coming in here because this is about, letting go again of those thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you and focus on your dreams, not the dreams that someone else gave you. So 1551, then you've got 2424, which is good times. So leisure, rest. Talks about taking a resting period, right? If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're on the same page and can work together effectively. Many people are rooting for you, and if you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. Yeah, I like this. One of the things that does hold us back, some of these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets is, well, I want to do this, but I can't because I have all these responsibilities for family or wherever you have responsibilities, right? But if you talk to them and say, you know what, this is my dream, and this is what I want to do. What are your guys' dreams? What are you guys wanting to do? And let's find a way to make it all work. And we'll be surprised when we get out of our head with all these roles and we're like, you know what? I don't want to be like, let's say you're a male and, the societal norm or whatever, blah, 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 stereotype is that they work and, sometimes these days most women don't stay at home and, being mothers, majority are working as well. But let's say in this case, they're staying at home. They're like, I don't want to stay at home. I want to be a breadwinner. I have a college degree. I have all this stuff I want to do, but you can stay at home with the kids and then you can live that dream. This is a win-win, and that's what it's kind of looking at. So try to get out of the stereotypal example it was. Sorry about that. But it's like, oh, okay, I can see how this can work. And I wouldn't have known that had I not spoken up. So I feel like that's important, is to share the dream that you're wanting. And then you've got 1441, unique skills. One of these, I think the chimpanzee talked about becoming aware of your skills. Life goals, mission, sense of self, honesty, important projects. So it's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves you to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of priority right now. Yeah, so there is this energy that's coming in here with all of this, with discovering what it really is and putting the effort behind it, what your real purpose is. And you can find that when you're trying to live a dream that is not yours, we tend to give up easier. I tried, oh well, but when it's our dream, we never will give up. We'll continue to step back up and want to take steps. We find energy, we find resources when it's something we want. When it's something we don't want, it's much more difficult for us to find that, right? All right. Then we move into the final suit of water. It's water element. It's the suit of cups, normally. And this is all about emotion. So this is going to be what Spirit wants you to know about your emotional adventure during the month of May. So for Arcturians, there it is already. You got the Queen of Cups, compassionate, loving, giving, psychic, and you even had compassionate here with this energy. And you have the Swan. So this is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. So there we go. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, she's the master of emotion, very empathic, very psychic, trusting your gut, trust the guidance it gives you as you go throughout this journey here. So I would definitely, embrace that energy there. So that's what they want there. And then your final card comes from this deck, the Atlantis cards from Diana Cooper. And this is going to just be either more about the emotional journey, but definitely a lot of emotions. And I know that sometimes, we have fears, but I feel like there's this excitement and there's this joy and the sharing of your true desires below the surface is such an important piece of all that. So let's take a look here. All right, so what's your final message? And I didn't know if I mentioned it can be a wild card with whatever else Spirit wants you to know about the month of May here. So what else do you want Arcturians to know here? All right, it is this one. And you have the 12 chakras. Let me just see if I can zero in so you can see it a little better there. And it is all here, card number 10. Talks about in Golden Atlantis, every person had 12 chakras and 12 strands of active DNA. And when the frequency of Atlantis declined, 5 chakras closed it down. Following this, 10 of the strands of DNA, which contained people's evolved psychic and spiritual powers, and they became dormant and are currently known as junk DNA. We're now called on to reactivate the chakras and our full DNA potential. Potential is what this card is all about. Relax and tune in to your potential is the message on the bottom. Here we go. You are reminded that you have enormous, untapped spiritual and psychic powers. By relaxing deeply, you can start to activate your cellular knowledge and bring back the wisdom you held in Atlantis. Your guidance is to access this potential and then find time and space to become quiet and still so that you can remember who you truly are. How perfect is that? So Queen of Cups, she's like the high priestess, very much in tune with her spiritual powers. So that's part of your transformation that happens here too, not just in the physical world, through how you're expressing this love and passion with the world in your own unique way. You actually also are tapping into some spiritual connections here with all of that as well. So I love it. What a month. I mean, transformation and rebirth. We already knew that with all the introduction that came in, but it definitely is. The energies are making itself known here with all these cards in your life. I'm excited for you to discover what it is, or rediscover or reactivate that passion within you for what you know you want to do with your life. What makes your heart feel full? What makes your heart sing? So I love it. That's what they have for you for the month of May. And if you're looking for more messages of love from above, there's a few things that you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That does tell YouTube that you're enjoying these videos, but it also tells me that you are. And YouTube will bring you more of the similar content. Other thing you can do is click that subscribe button. That does give you access to the notification bell. And if you go into those settings, select all, you'll be notified when any new videos come out on my channel, as well as when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. In addition to all of that, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami, because when you like or share any of my videos, comment on any of my videos, subscribe to my channel, if even becoming one of my YouTube channel members, doing any of those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited, it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, past life readings, relationship readings, life purpose readings, and more. All that is listed in the description box of this video down below. Right, beautiful soul, as you're going through your amazing adventure this month, remember every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.